What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Gangland Neem, aka Neiman. I before the E. Golly, I don't know y'all, and we back with another reaction. Today we about to get into this clip of Dejon Paul going in on ADAM22 about all the bullshit he be pulling up here when it come to like rival rappers, rival gangs, and other shit. Just a bunch of messy shit that ultimately he profits off of. And I'll be talking about this ever so often because it's a pattern with him, you feel me? And I feel like Dejon kind of held him to the fire, you feel me? And I fucks with that. Let's get into this.
Your arch nemesis Ish loves to point it out every episode. He always points out that you kind of like, it just seems like you enjoy it. And I can't.
And just off top, Ish don't do that shit every episode. Like I watched the Joe Budden podcast, been watching the Joe Budden podcast. Shout out Joe. But bro don't do that every time. Like he don't even know nothing about Adam but the little clips and shit he see. He don't, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell from the pod, he don't be knowing nothing about half the shit these niggas be talking about unless some financial shit or some real estate. So that's a lie off rip.
Like watching it when I do watch you, it does seem like you just enjoy riling up that guest and like getting them to talk about that beef. You get what I'm paused. You get what I'm saying? Like to me, it just seems like that's your thing. Like that's what
right.
Hip hop is kind of founded on conflict, in large part.
Yeah,
right?
but on wax, and you want to keep it on wax.
Yeah, and even that, like that's kind of crazy. What my man just said right now, like hip hop was kind of founded on that. Like how do you figure exactly? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you figure rap was founded on that? You know what I'm saying? Rap comes from hip hop. That's graffiti, breakdancing, DJing, you know what I'm saying, and MCing. Like that's hip hop. You feel me? Like I don't know what you're talking about, like beef. How the fuck does that coincide with well, I mean, right now it does coincide with hip hop, but like, no, that's not like like it all started with beef. No, it did not. That's a fucking lie.
If we heard you like emphasize that, you know,
it's all content though. They're talking about shit on their records. Like to me, it would be hard for me to do an interview with a drill rapper and not mention at least some of the conflict that they're talking about, especially when they have issues with other famous rappers. I agree that if you do a Crip Mac interview and you say, so why don't you like the Hoovers or why don't you like these people? Like it's kind of boring. If you're gonna say, hey, Crip Mac, what's going on with this situation with Snoopy Badass, because you actually have like a real situation with them talking shit to each other online. That's a lot more kosher as opposed to just saying, so like, okay, you're from this neighborhood beefs with this neighborhood, so tell me how much you don't like this person, and this person. Like that's
specific
to me,
as fuck, bro, but you're doing the same shit.
And I do agree that it comes off corny.
Yeah, right.
He's
I
semantics,
feel you, but
man.
again, it goes back to what I said. Whether it's God or whatever higher power, they have to put that on your heart to make that change in you. You're going to do what you want to do. You're an adult. So you're going to do what you want to do with your platform, your business. Just like all I can do is suggest that you highlight some more of the positive things that black people have going on, black entrepreneurs, black creators, black professionals in the greater Los Angeles area. That's all I can do is suggest that. Just like I suggest to LA Radio that they play more LA music and hire a few more black people.
I ain't saying that to that.
Suggest.
You're right. No, that's a fair criticism.
Here, right? But like my whole thing is like we got to be like, just like,
hey, real quick. Here come the lapdog house nigga. And I don't even be trying to be like this on Flacco because it be like some shit he be talking I fuck with. Like that little rant he went on for the creators. Like I was not mad at that at all because I felt that. You know what I'm saying? People be planted here and discovered here and all this kind of shit. And it's like niggas like us work from the mud to get it. You feel me? Every single fucking subscriber, nothing bought, nothing. You know what I mean? I get that shit. But then it comes to shit like this. It's like, bro, you just licking this nigga's ass, bro. Like, you do not need to be even talking for this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing defending him? And after he's already kicked your back in and beat you up and down the no jumper facilities, literally. And here you come, Captain Saver.
assistant, right? In Ish, right?
Yeah.
Like when it says, "Oh, bro, like you bring like dudes here and like ask about like their house, right?" But like I'm like, damn, it's like the like Breakfast Club brought on the game to ask about Meek. Fredo Stark to like ask about
this is a white man using y'all. And it's like, and what's crazy, this will be bothering me about Flacco. He be so, power to the people in certain instances, and then he act like he blind in these ones. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Stop it. You not so woke over here, but your ass fast asleep on no jumper. No, dude. No, knock that shit off. That shit is corny. That shit is getting old for real. That shit getting old.
Oh no, it's definitely
right. So like we call it out for everybody. Say, yo, listen, like all media,
right.
Stop the fuck shit.
Are you saying all lives matter?
No.
That's exactly what you're saying, good buddy. We're talking about your white boss, bro, who continuously garners revenue off of the drama that he brings to our folks, bro. You don't fucking get it? Yeah, you get it though. You be playing stupid because you be sitting next to Massa, nigga.
But it sounds like all lives matter, because if someone is highlighting how a white person is doing a certain thing, we can't be like, oh, well, black people do it too. Like, no, let's focus on one thing at a time.
Come on.
We're talking about a white person doing it. His whole perspective is whack because
run that back one more time though. We gonna run that back one more time. Stop mixing apples and oranges, nigga. We talk about your white boss. We're not talking about other black publications, nigga. Get your ass up.
Because if someone is highlighting how a white person is doing a certain thing, we can't be like, oh, well, black people do it too. Like, no, let's focus on one thing at a time.
My main thing with Ish is that his whole perspective is whack because he watched me on a live stream where Crip Mac came on and started barking on FYB J Main. Now, this to me, even though I had no idea that this was going to happen, was obviously content. The problem is that Ish is old as fuck and he does not really excel in media.
I thought he was going to say obviously funny. You know what I'm saying? And he even surprised me right there. He said, obviously content. And that lets you know right there, like, exactly how he thinks about every single one of you motherfuckers. And I'll be honest, too. Dejon, like, shout out to Dejon for doing all this, right? But it's like, good buddy, weren't you the same exact person sitting up at No Jumper for an interview with Trell and AD, and you were talking about how they were employees and how they worked for the white man, they wasn't bosses and shit like that? I could have sworn that you was just you know what I'm saying? And then here you are, you know, I don't know, that's wild to me. You feel me? I should be like, yo, stand on business across the board. You feel me? Like,
literacy, I kind of see him.
Well, he doesn't have a media background. He's new to it. Give him time.
Exactly.
Be patient, just like with Blast.
He's still pushing like bad. Like he just doesn't really know what the fuck is going on a lot.
Nigga Flacco had this so different material together this occasion and make some pants because his thighs are so fucking flagrant. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. You feel me? Nigga, legs look like Frankenstein. He had to find material to cover those flagrant thighs. Both of them together is Flagrant 2. That's Flagrant 2 podcast.
So listening to that conversation and listening to him condemn me for a fake beef that was clearly not real, and I felt like a large percentage of people who watched it got that, and I didn't even know it was about to happen. I just clicked on the invite Crip Mac into the live thing, and to him, this was enough for him to say that I'm this horrible person, I'm a piece of shit. It's like, bro, you missed the point. You didn't get it. You were watching, but you didn't understand. But he still has the bravado and the confidence to go on camera and just act as if he's completely certain of
because he doesn't know about that clip.
Opinion, not too much on Ish.
He doesn't know. Yeah, right. Not too much on Ish. He doesn't know about that clip. You're right. He don't know much about you, but what he sees and all he sees is trash. How can you even dispute any of that? Like, that's what's so funny to me. Like, even Flacco, like, bro, he trips me out how he sits up here and just picks. Look at the screen right here. He's picking some Adam ass hair out of his mouth, bro. Like, I just don't understand how folks don't see what this guy's doing. And even Dejon, like I said, this nigga's doing the news up here now. After talking about T-Rail and what's his name being a boss, maybe niggas just want to be up under this nigga. That's clout. Maybe y'all just want to be up under him. Keep it tall though. He do this and he do that, but you're cool with being used by him. Say that. You feel me?
Say is I pray for the day that comes where you won't be on that live with them too entertained by that. Or you'll be focused on something totally different. You'll be making movies or something totally
Again, I didn't know that was going to happen. I'm talking to J-Main, and then I see that Crip Mac sent the request. I'm like, oh my boy, Crip Mac, I would like to see these two have a conversation. But then also, it's acting like someone's going to get killed over this. He's talking about somebody who's from Chicago who lives in Texas, and then someone who has basically never left L.A. And yes, they are very much about their own personal gang politics, but the overlap is close to nothing.
Optics,
look at this guy, dude.
What about the, hear me out, what about the optic of the screen where you see two black men arguing with one another back to like that's like us sitting
with
here
you in the middle
and you sitting there just laughing and it's your cameras and it's your studio and you just capturing advertising from that or
there's just a bunch of human beings having a conversation and then
so you're saying just take race out of it completely.
Well, I mean, to me, I wasn't thinking about the race side of it. I wasn't thinking about the fact.
Right, because you don't never have none of your white partners doing things like that. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple weirdo white homies. I don't ever see you trying to incite anything amongst them because you just don't behave in that manner with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like you got the friends who's like, I'm from the hood, so it's like you got friends from the hood, you know what I'm saying? But I got friends I went to school with outside of the hood that are different people. You feel me? So it's like, yo, you have to kind of switch up, you know what I mean? How you are with folks. I believe that this guy is a fucking fraud and he knows every single thing he's doing, man.
This is going to look like Adam is trying to create a war between Chicago and LA.
Remember I said optic.
You
it's about the, I'm not
you
saying
switch up with your white
people
friends. Do that
doing
shit.
mental gymnastics to try to frame a white person as the devil in a situation like this because of the fact that, I mean, I was literally like, my jaw was dropped because I could not believe what I was listening to. And for at least a moment, I was kind of like, is this real?
You
like,
thought
are they
that
actually,
shit was funny.
It was funny because these are two of the funniest people that I
no
know.
accountability.
Come on. Of course. They're funny enough on their own.
Right. No,
I mean, I'm just saying.
I get you.
But question for you, right? So, and I call big folks, and said big folks, like, that's not a good look, right? Like, why, right? Because like this, right? I don't blame him. I blame two niggas arguing on white man's IG live stream.
But we got
to me, that's cool shit, though.
Bro's you are the definition of cool shit. It's crazy.
DM him that, Flacco. Text him that.
Right? Yeah, right. Nah,
don't say that in public.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, right here, right? Because I caught this
Dejon
like,
keeping
bro,
it real.
Like, you gotta understand, like,
I don't want to hear bro talking no more. That was the gist of the video. But once again, y'all just see how this man is just using folks, and then it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I do not know how I don't know how he got Dejon in there, especially how Dejon came in during his interview, how he was acting. That was wild to me. And now you're an employee. You know what I'm saying? You went from doing this, that, and the other, and, you know, telling people how they need to being the same employee that you was talking about, under the same guy that you was talking about. And like I said, he was talking right now. You feel me? I agree with everything it was saying, but for you to ultimately, you know, be sitting in between them couches is wild to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. If this is your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell for new content. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you fuck with it. This your boy Gangland. Peace.